Now, Carla practically has his acceptance speech all written out and ready for the Tony Awards next year.
Something witty and warm, touching yet modest, I hope.
Oh, yes, absolutely, and guaranteed to be delivered illiterately. I do be thanking y'all for giving me this here award and everything. I mean, I'm serious. Monk needs an education before he needs to be chasing some dreams of fame and fortune. It's ridiculous.
He seems like a sensible enough kid to me, Gene. I think you're overreacting. He'll still get his diploma.
Stacy, you haven't been hearing between the lines? You don't sprinkle stardust in some kid's ear and expect him to hit the books.
You're just listening with those cynical and distrustful reporters' ears.
Well, I'd say they've been holding up pretty well up till now. Besides, when did you start looking through rose-colored glasses? No, don't tell me. I know. When you started having casual lunch dates with Gil Prescott.
What?
What?
Well, no wonder the Kingsley Times scoops us. While my reporters sit around having coffee, theirs are out digging up stories.
Yeah, without the coffee, Walter, there's no telling what you get, buddy.
Besides, they're number 2. They have to try harder.
Oh.
Yeah? Well, they're not going to be number 2 very long if this keeps up. I would like to read to you two from Annette Rogers' column.
Annette Rogers?
Wait a minute. Now, you're not going to be quoting a gossip column, Mr. Walter.
Yes, I am. Listen. What very prominent Kingsley bachelor, who was supposedly taken out of circulation last month by his engagement to an equally prominent Kingsley socialite, is surprisingly still circulating. Annette isn't naming any names, dear readers, but if she were in that situation and had her druthers, that word is in boldface, notice how it rhymes with Carruthers, she'd take a wrench, a hammer, or even a Phillips screwdriver, that word is also in boldface, notice it doesn't have to rhyme with anything, or even a Phillips screwdriver and extricate herself from the commitment. That is, if both parties haven't extricated themselves already from this commitment. Well.
Horrible grammar.
Clumsy phrasing.
The idiom is just all wrong.
Stylistic nightmare, Walter.
The question is it true? And if it is true, why is it in the Times instead of the Chronicle?
What am I going to tell him? Maybe he'll just sleep till Ione arrives. Eric, I never wanted to cause you so much suffering. You know that, don't you? Because I love you so much. And I wanted to have you with me all the time, but not this way. Not with so much hurt.
Mom, is that you?
Yes, darling, hi.
Is Dad here yet?
No, I'm afraid not.
How come? Didn't you and Grandpa go to get him last night?
No, we didn't, Eric.
Why not?
Eric, something's happened. And honey, I can't keep the truth from you any longer. I'm sorry, Eric. I don't want to hurt you like this. I have to tell you the truth. Your father's dead.
No, he can't be. It isn't true.
Sorry, Eric.
It isn't true.
Eric!
What's going on here?
Don't touch me.
Eric! Eric!
You told him.
Eric!
No, let him be. He has to learn how to deal with his grief. Now just let him alone.
What do you mean, deal with his grief, Daddy? He's 11 years old. He's just lost his father.
Miriam, I lost my father when I was a lot younger than Eric is. Now, he'll be a better person if he's forced into handling his emotions alone.
I don't believe you. I mean, I don't care if you don't feel anything about Paul's death, but don't force that kind of feeling on us.
On us? Does that include you?
Of course it does.
Miriam, the only thing you ever felt for Paul, the only real thing you ever felt for Paul was contempt. And if you were the least bit honest with yourself right now, you'd know that the only thing you're feeling about his death is relief. Eric is yours now, free and clear.
I don't believe you.
Don't you worry, none. Iona's gonna wipe away all those tears for you, honey.
Eric, oh, baby. It's gonna be all right, honey. Iona, I'm so glad you're here. Listen, let's go sit down in the living room, okay?
What the devil are you doing here?
Miriam called early and asked if I would take her and Eric home with me. And as I can see it, I arrived not a moment too soon.
Tell me something. Perhaps I'm getting old. Maybe I'm losing my savvy. But I have represented in you two of the finest reporters in the city, haven't I? You are, after all, the man who broke the story of Lee Carruthers and Kate Phillips' engagement. And you are the daughter of Kate Phillips. Now, I can accept a certain amount of playfulness in the newsroom. I might even tolerate a moderate degree of laxness. But I cannot accept, nor will I tolerate, being scooped by a second-rate gossip columnist who writes for a second-rate newspaper. By the way, children, that is not material for a gossip column. It is news. That was your cue to follow me. Please, close the door. Now, must I explain to you why this is news?
Annette Rogers is wrong about half of the stuff that she prints, Walter. Now look, she still writes like a 1930s news reporter. She's vague intentionally so she isn't constantly sued. Come on.
Yes, well, that makes her right about half the things she prints. Now, is she about this? Stacy?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. You know, relationships do have their ups and downs.
Yes, why do I feel like you're covering something up? Never mind, I'm too much of a gentleman to put you in an uncomfortable position about this. You're lucky. Well, that leaves you, Jean. You know, if what Annette Rogers says is true, then that makes you wrong. Yes, and if you're wrong, that can make you look pretty foolish, can't it? Let me tell you something, Jean. If you are wrong, I want to read about it on the front page tomorrow. Now, I have just demonstrated the difference between the Kingsley Times and the Kingsley Chronicle. Whereas they go out and discover a potential powder keg and comfortably sit on it, we go out and light the fuse. Now, if I have made myself understood, why don't you two get out of here and get to work?
Well, that guy could sure say a mouthful.
You got a second?
It'd be hard to say no.
Mary Ann didn't come home last night.
I'm surprised you noticed. She wasn't with me. No signs of relief?
I didn't think she was. I thought you might be able to tell me where she did go.
I can't tell you where, but I can tell you why. I told Mary Ann I wanted to break it up last night.
Sure.
You know, Gil, you're really surprising me today. I'd have thought that had at least gotten a hooray out of you.
Well, maybe I'll cheer when I hear it straight from her.
Suit yourself.
You putting me on, Weaver? Because if you are, you better not have hurt her by doing this.
I wouldn't do that. I love her too much.
Strange behavior for somebody that's still in love.
Not really. Well, you finally got what you wanted, didn't you?
Maybe. She's probably in the office by now anyway.
Listen, Gil, do me a favor when you see her, tell her that... No, never mind. Don't even mention that you saw me.
And just when were these preparations made?
Oh, a little earlier this morning.
I'll just bet they were earlier this morning, so that I would know what was going on.
Oh, I don't think those were your daughter's intentions.
And I happen to think they were exactly her intentions.
I think he's going to be all right now.
You know something? The truth is powerful medicine. And some of us find it just a little bit hard to swallow it. I'll go check on Eric.
Daddy, that was cruel not to tell him sooner.
Well, since we're dealing with the truth, do you mind telling me when you were going to inform me that you and Eric were leaving?
I wasn't going to tell you.
I see. And so now that I've caught you in this little deception, would you mind telling me why you feel it's necessary?
Daddy, you know why I'm doing it.
Mim, I haven't the remotest idea.
Daddy, come on, please just stop it. Oh, all right, I will play along. Daddy, from the very moment we brought Eric back from England, you have tried everything in your power to turn Eric against me.
Mim, that is ridiculous.
That isn't... This is my explanation, isn't it? I think you should just be quiet and listen. Now, the only thing that has ever stood in your way of completely controlling Eric has been Paul. And Daddy, that isn't a problem anymore, is it? And if that isn't a problem, well, then you can really play for keeps. I mean, you really had a chance to do that yesterday, right? Your performance, when you tried to apologize for kidnapping Eric, that really was flawless.
That was no performance.
Daddy, I am speaking.
You are accusing.
Well, then you will listen still, won't you? Because you pushed just a little too hard, Daddy. You pushed a little too quickly, and your cover-up, you know, for your excitement, well, it just didn't work very well.
Well, maybe so, but neither is yours right now. And those tears for the dear departed divorced Paul are just a little bit too much. Tell me something, Mim. Who is really making the power play for Eric now?
Daddy! Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry if that's the only way you see it. But I guess it really doesn't make much difference now anyway, does it? Because Paul's death suddenly gives me all of the rights that I didn't have before. And it still leaves you without any. That's right. We are moving out.
Great news.
Oh, yeah?
I called Lionel again and he
And you
said,
told him to forget about it.
not at all.
Wait a minute, now that's the way we left it this morning. That's what we agreed to.
I never said that.
That's what you inferred, or at least I was driving at that.
Oh, look, what's done is done.
Maybe.
Oh, come on. Look, Gene, this is a big break for Monk, and Lionel can help him. And he's coming to town next week. Now, can you believe that?
Oh, well, you got on the phone, you called him and invited him down here. What's so incredible about that?
I did no such thing.
Carla, you said you called him.
Yeah, but he was already coming.
He was already come. Oh, great. I'm really thrilled.
Well, you should be. I mean, Lionel's very busy these days. He's managing Ursula Vernon.
Ursula Vernon. Good for Lionel and good for Ursula, whatever her name is.
Oh, come on, Gene. He wants to take a look at Monk. This could be it for him.
This is it for me. I've had it.
How can you say that?
How can you make plans behind my back? We made an agreement that Monk and I would sit down and have a discussion before any decisions were made.
So talk to her.
Here,
Yes.
in front of the entire newsroom. Come on.
Yes.
Carla, you are really something.
I know. Will you?
Send him over here, knucklehead. Gosh, if I had said no, you made some kind of plans anyway.
Hey,
Hey, buddy. I understand that you want to audition for Carla's manager.
yep.
Would you pull up a seat? You pretty excited about this?
Yeah, man.
Look, Monk, I want to tell you
Hey,
something.
can I say something first?
Okay, go ahead.
I already know what you're gonna tell me, Jim, but you're wrong. I'm gonna get my diploma, but Kingsley isn't the only place I can do that.
At least in
At least
Kingsley...
you can keep your eye on me. Yeah, I know.
That's not why I want you to get your
Do
diploma.
you think the only reason I'm getting this piece of paper is because you're making me?
Would you please let me say
No,
something?
you say I
here?
can go first. Now, I'm finishing high school because it's something I want to do. Just like auditioning for this Lionel guy. It's something I want to do. Your big thing the other night about not letting me go off on this wild big goose chase, it ain't gonna happen. I just can't pass up a chance like this, man. You remember you said yourself that chances for guys like me, they don't come that often. So let me take it.
Hey, well, look who's there.
Hi. You coming or going?
Coming. I always carry around a check.
Right. If you have enough time, I'd like to buy you a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Sure, why not? I'm a little early for the clinic anyway.
Very good. I want to ask you your opinion on something. Hey, Marcia, can we have 2 coffees? Thanks. You like working down at the clinic with Ben, Dr. Phillips?
It's been pretty good experience. A little humbling at times, but good.
Humbling. You?
Some other time. I'm doing what I want to do right now. That's the important thing. So, what's the opinion you want to ask me about?
Well, it's not so much an opinion. I want to just hear your thoughts.
In either case, I don't know if it's going to be worth much, but hey, sure, suit.
Okay, well, you and Marianne, right? No, let's go back before then. See, you've dated a lot of girls, right? I just want to know. Shoot, you've been serious with a couple of them, right?
Look at Pete, I'm not real proud of a lot of that stuff. Especially that whole bit with your sister.
Oh, no. Hey, I didn't mean anything by that, really.
I know you didn't. I just don't want you to have the wrong impression.
No, I don't, really. I think because of that, maybe you're the best person to talk to. Thank you. Sure.
Thanks.
Okay, now look. How did you know that Marianne was different? How'd you know that she was the one?
Listen, Pete. I broke it off with Marianne last night.
Oh, what?
I'd rather not talk about it, too.
I'm sorry about that.
Hey, don't worry about it. How are you supposed to know? So you think you found someone?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, then go for it, Pete. For reasons I can't tell you, I had to break it off with Marianne. Not because I don't love her, I do, but... Well, like I said, I can't explain it to you right now. Important thing is, man, if you think you found someone, that right someone, go for it. Everything you got. Everything.
I just talked to Russ. He said that you two
Yes,
had,
it's over, Gil. We broke up. Suppose it's for the best. This relationship has just taken so much out of me.
Yeah, but this isn't necessary. I know, Marianne, believe me, I know what you're going through and why you feel you have to
Well,
do
then
this.
you should know why it is necessary.
Marianne, I need you here.
Gil, you don't need me here. I should have been let go a month ago, along with everybody else. Thank you for saying that, though.
Now look, Marianne, I know that we have our differences, and we've certainly had our share of arguments, but you keep me on the right track. You're my balance. I really need you here.
I just don't have it in me anymore, Gil. And I don't know when I will. Not for a while, at least. Maybe not for a long time.
I love you.
Eric,
Leave him alone.
you're going to regret this, Mim. I guarantee you.
I don't think so, Daddy.
Hello, Harold. Listen, I want you to do something for me. I don't care what you've got going. This isn't going to take very much time. No. I want you to pull out Eric's custody file. Yes, I'm going to start legal proceedings against Miriam. I can do that now that Paul's out of the picture. All right, I'll see you later on this afternoon. Bye.